Aloha Mai Kako, a Komamai Curtain Call, a weekly program of reviews, previews, interviews, and features of and or with the great art and artists on Maui and beyond. I'm Paul James Brown. If King Kekaulike Drama's production of Lionel Bart's Oliver, directed by Chris Kepler with musical direction by Casey Nagata, were a dinner, I would say it broke them out. From start to finish, this retelling of the trials, tribulations, and travails of Charles Dickens' Oliver Twist, the thoroughly beguiling Jessa Heinz, is as delicious as a five-course prefix feast at Nilo's. Oliver is one of the many orphans in the horrible child workhouse overseen by heartless and cruel caretakers Mrs. Corney, Faith Harriman, and Mr. Bumble, Diego Matthews. Upon asking, quote, "Please, sir, more," Corney and Bumble decide it is time to sell him off to a funeral home run by an alcoholic Mr. Sowerberry, Sidon Smith, and his wife, played by Isabella Collins. When an employee of the home insults Oliver's mother, he pummels the employee. He is punished by being incarcerated in a coffin, while an intoxicated Mr. Sowerberry and Mrs. Sowerberry are distractedly arguing with Mr. Bumble. Oliver escapes and a week later finds himself in London. He meets the artful Dodger, William Richards, who plies him with the offer of regular meals and a place to stay. Dodger brings him to meet Fagin, Ethan Tyler Bisa, who is a fence for the goods his boys pick from the pockets of well-heeled strollers. When Oliver goes to observe Dodger and Charlie Bates, Sonny Baresi, they pick the pocket of a rich older man, Mr. Brownlow, Justice Green, and escape while Oliver is left behind and arrested. End of Act 1. In Act 2, Nancy, London Halper, a barmaid at the Three Cripples pub. She is the girlfriend of Bill Sykes, Keavi Villanueva, a house burglar who abuses Nancy when Dodger comes in and tells Fagin about Oliver being nicked and then brought to the home of Mr. Brownlow. They worry Oliver will, quote, blow upon them, unquote, betray their shenanigans. Bill and Fagin decide to abduct Oliver and recruit Nancy to do the job. She refuses, but Bill assaults her, and she is convinced. Meanwhile, Oliver, who is declared fit as a fiddle by Dr. Grimwig Bennett Guzman, is sent to return some books where he is discovered by Nancy, who pretends to be his sister, come to bring him home. Meanwhile, Corney and Bumble are now unhappily married. Old Sally, Elizabeth Sapanza, comes in and tells them she has a locket she stole from Oliver's mother when she died in childbirth, which she gives to Mrs. Bumble and dies. They celebrate their good fortune and decide Oliver must have some rich relatives. They visit Mr. Brownlow, who has posted an ad for information about Oliver. They give him the locket, but when Mr. Brownlow realizes they are only interested in money and not Oliver, he throws them out. Ms. Bedwin, Lillian Hagler, Mr. Brownlow's housekeeper, admits Nancy. She tells Mr. Brownlow what she did, and she will bring Oliver to London Bridge at midnight and tells Mr. Brownlow to come alone. Unfortunately, Bill Sykes follows her and strangles her. He then abducts Oliver. Mr. Brownlow finds dead Nancy, and a crowd arrives along with the police. When Sykes threatens to kill Oliver, a member of the crowd, Quinn Wilson, shoots Sykes, and Oliver is saved. When the crowd leaves, Fagin is left to decide whether he wants to continue his criminal ways or change. This show premiered in 1960. It is one of the most popular musicals for school productions, despite its less than wholesome characters and themes. It has won numerous awards and many revivals, including a West End revival in London by Cameron Mackintosh that is currently running. As Oliver, Ms. Heinz is naive, charming, gullible, and someone you do not want to insult his mother. When she attacks Charlie Bates, it is with a fury coming from the pain of never knowing one's mother, but loving her deeply. She sings one of the most emotionally touching songs in the show, Where is Love? Ms. Heinz has a lovely, clear voice, and this number is one of the high points in this show. William Richards' artful dodger hides his true motivations to curry favor with Fagin for bringing another potential moneymaker into the fold when he sings the big number, "Consider Yourself." He tells the orphan Oliver he will be in the family. He will be one of them. It is subtle seduction brought to its peak. Ethan Tyler Bisa closes out his outstanding high school performances with a Fagin who is likable, despite his obvious criminality and exploitation of his gang. When he sings "You've Got to Pick a Pocket or Two," it's almost Robin Hood-esque. But his reviewing the situation is a tour de force performance that shines as among the best things in this outstanding show. This is a huge tune, with the most complicated in the entire show. It has 461 words. Hamlet's famous soliloquy, "To be or not to be," has 269. And like Hamlet, it required him to question everything he has ever done and decide whether another path is a better one for him. It was a show-stopping performance. London Halper as Nancy is the most sympathetic character in this play, after Oliver. She is a strong-willed, as she demonstrated in Papa, but she is willingly abused because she is under the spell of Bill Sikes, as she revealed in As Long as He Needs Me, an anti-feminist anthem if there ever was one. Nancy's sidekick is Bet, Lucy Boone Guest, who has a powerful voice she showed off to fine effect in It's a Fine Life and I'd Do Anything. As for Bill Sikes, Chiave Villanueva is the best actor in the show. He created a truly scary, intimidating, and real character. His gravelly voice was perfect for this part. His physical presence was constantly ominous. His big number, My Name, in Act 2, was done with menace and murder. Diego Matthews' Mr. Bumble lived up to his name in every way, and Faith Harriman's Mrs. Corney could not have been more opposite of her name. All of the music in this show was excellent, but the number that was the most musical was the one that was the least plot-driven. Who Will Buy is a haunting song with a marvelous interplay between and among the ensemble of vendors. One of them, Axel Edwards, a milk seller, has a glorious soprano voice. The other soloists were Absidy Alapai Hashimoto, Bianca Perez Abzone, Elsie Iyer, Madison Cordero, Milan Welch, and Sasha Wittenberg. The other star of this show was the ensemble. There were 25 who sang Food, Glorious Food, and Oliver, and there were 30 who did Consider Yourself, Papa, and London Bridge. I have to mention the outstanding dialect work these actors presented. It was some of the best I have heard on this island. Bravo! Speaking of big jobs, Dakota Ray Welch and Mr. Kepler choreographed this show. Every song was choreographed, and the stage was brimming with movement throughout. Kudos to them for such good work. There was a spectacular acrobatic ending to Food, Glorious Food by Cecilia Ashby, who did a series of one-hand cartwheels, ending in a full sitting split. Casey Nagata did such a great job on the music for this show. The singing, especially the ensemble, was marvelous, but the orchestral accompaniment to the songs, particularly Vanya Jerome's keyboard, added an element so many shows are not doing any longer, opting for tracks instead. Thanks to Barry Kawakami and Wave of Harmony Foundation for making the orchestra possible. Mr. Kepler continues to mount excellent work that inspires these young people and gives them lifelong memories and friendships. Whether they choose to pursue a life in the theater or not is not the point. They have had an opportunity to create and present work that will live on in the hearts of everyone associated with the work, students, staff, and the community. It doesn't get any better than that. Oliver has only one more weekend, Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 3. Go to waveofharmony.org for tickets. The house opens 40 minutes before curtain opening night was sold out, so don't wait. Get tickets now. You know how the Coconut Wireless works. Well, that's Curtain Call for this week. Mahalo nui loa for joining me. I'm Paul James Brown. Maui strong. Ahui ho.